Welcome to the Gamescape, everybody. My name's Jarek, and today we're back in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. This is episode 165 of our playthrough. And in our previous episode, we spoke with the Queen at the beginning of the episode. She was playing nice. She didn't set us into the abyss, hoping we'd never return. She thinks we've forgiven her, but we haven't. Still, we need her support for the war, so we'll play nice. Also, the game isn't really giving us any real options to not be nice at this point, so I guess it's kind of decided we've forgiven her anyway. So we're doomed to carry out our distaste on the inside. That's okay. Got some more work done on the campaign map. The gang that was advancing on our western front ran right into our outpost at the army station there as expected, and we tore them to pieces. We also intercepted a second gang at Stone Maze coming up from the south with our new general and the army that we recruited from Mendev. His infirmary was very small, so we lost a few paladins, but otherwise the fight went fine. He's got so many archers that it wasn't too much of a contest. He gained 3 levels from that fight alone, and I'm moving him west now to deal with some of the level 8 armies that are over there. Those are his size and should get him the XP to level him up to a decent level fairly quickly, I think. I also sent Valric and company out from Dresden, this time with Darren and in the party. Since we were heading south, we need to get the other out of him and destroy it. Before we got there, though, we met up with Elon and Jana, where Derek Sunhammer was holed up and keeping the gemstones filled with the souls that he captured from the people of Canabras and Dresden. We worked our way most of the way through his fortress and found him along with his demon bodyguard and a Lilitu. It was a bit of a slow fight. They cast a Sirocco on us right before we had a chance to act, and so that slowed things way down. But eventually I got everybody except for Darren out of it, and we were able to emerge victorious. Derek Sunhammer, with his dying words, tried to convince Sela that she was pretty much worthless and that her best friends were a coward, a thief, and an oaf, and she couldn't even unite them. But Valric told her not to pay any mind to his words. He was just a cultist after all. And so I've rested the party, and I've got everybody healed up. We've got just a little more exploring to do in this place, and then we'll go see about getting rid of the other from Darren. And so let's do that. We need to get everybody moving here, and we need to come back this way because we've just got one thing left over here that we need to take a look at. Okay, there's a trap that we're going to run into. Wrecker just about
Please,
ran into that.
Allow me. I finished here.
Okay.
Is there more?
Okay, we've got another trap. Pretty symmetrical. Pretty much the same as what was on the other side.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
Oh, here's some lights. Okay, we have, I don't know if we picked it up, but I thought there was a scroll or a book or something that we found in here. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Let's take a look real quick at what we picked up. What's this? Crusader Berenger's letter home. For the first time in recent weeks, I found a few spare minutes to write a message to you, friends and family. Your restless brother Berenger is not dead and gone. Quite the opposite. I'm alive and glad for its chance. By joining with the Crusader ranks, I finally found my place for the very first time. Can you imagine? I can already hear your disapproving retort. Berenger, that scoundrel, he now thinks himself a hero. But believe it or not, these days, my intentions are further from any esteemed titles of glory than ever before. I joined the Crusaders out of boredom, out of horrible melancholy that clouded my mind and filled it with dark thoughts. But for some reason, a slacker and a drunk such as I, who has done nothing worthwhile in his whole life, happened to gain the favor of the resplendent Iomade. On the 15th day of battle, surrounded by her loyal devotees, I stained up to my elbows in demon blood. I gave in to my comrade's influence and offered a prayer to the inheritor, and my prayers were answered. From that day onward, I was not just a crusader, I was a paladin of Iomade, able to smite. This is not the same letter. Sorry. There we go. Let's see. Able to smite abyssal monsters with the power lent me by the divine. Will you even recognize me, Shin? Should I return home? I've changed. I can feel it myself. Iomade gave me a life purpose, offered me a weapon to slay Offer me a weapon to slay the enemies of Galarian. By the inheritor's name, I won't betray her trust. Please send my heartfelt regards to our poor mother and show her this letter. Visit father's grave for me and never forget about me. They're pounding the horns again. Demon spotted. Be well, Shin. May Iomede's blessings be with you, your brother Berenger. Okay, so he wasn't always apparently the great guy. This one here is a masticated letter. Wad of crumpled pieces of paper lie within with visible bite marks and traces of saliva. Where did I get this? This was the Tower of Estrad. Well, this is oldest to newest. My goodness, Jarek. Okay, so that's like super duper old stuff. It's like I thought that sounded familiar, but I did not pick up anything new. I don't think. This is a new amulet. +5 natural armor and also grants wearer immunity to bull rush, overrun combat maneuvers, and +3 competence bonus to AC against huge and bigger enemies. It's not nothing. Jeweler's notes. Chalcedony is a gem that's often overlooked. Its color evokes the pale blue hues of deep snow, much like the warm yellow glint of amber brings to the mind of fiery leaves of autumn. Skilled jeweler understands the seasonal qualities of these colors, but does not shy away from rearranging them. Why not start the year with winter and then move on to autumn? And why shouldn't autumn flow into spring? Summer can be the last season. All right, so this is the clues to this puzzle here. Summer can be the last season, the one that reverses the flow of time. All right, so let's see here. Why not start the year with winter and then move to autumn? And why shouldn't autumn flow into spring? So winter, autumn, spring, summer. Winter, autumn, spring, summer. Okay, so we want to do, and then reverse the flow. Okay, yeah, we can do all right, I'm going to back group up here so I can see what I'm doing. All right. So, summer, autumn, no, that's wrong. Oh, this is just going to roll up. All right, let's try this one more time. Summer, spring, autumn, winter. No? Okay, winter, autumn, spring, summer. There we go. It said then reverse the flow. I thought maybe we had to do them backward. I thought we found something. Okay, got a little diamond dust here. If you're reading this note, I must be dead. And even in death, I have lured you into my trap. Greed is a sure path to the grave. I mean, he's big, but...
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
I think we can take him. All right. Saving throws are not good enough, I don't think. Let's have one of these. That'll do. Got anything else? Yeah, I got some stuff out in the hallway there. All right, Ember, why don't you... have a look and see what we've got here. That's a Hellfire Ray. Fire Snake. Slay the Living. True Seeing. Spell Magic Greater. Let's just hit him with the revved up. Oh, she can't quite reach him. Okay, well, in that case, let's just use the old standby here. And oh, she's not going to get a chance to. Okay. All right, Wrecker, get up in there. All right, Valric, you're going to move up. Usually I can hit that.
I will resist.
Same thing for Sela. All right, Darren. Why don't you do Archon's Aura? I haven't buffed the party, actually. I forgot to do that after we rested, but that's okay. We're all right. Orc over here by Sela. Brutus, stick next to Valric. Okay, Nenio. Iliodru's not gonna survive, neither would he. I'm not sure which one to take out, but both are good. Okay. Remember. You can afford to hit him with the big gun now. You're in range. Oh, missed 15s, huh? I think I chose wrong with Alright, Val, get up on your horse there. Hey, Rushley.
Prepare yourself.
Just knocked down. You get up on your horse too. Darren. Let's turn off point blank and you can just shoot.
Out of my sight.
These 20s. Then I'll just take that thing out. Oh, made her will save. Okay. Ember, why don't you do a little armor class curse on her? You still have that on your bar, yep. Okay, Wreckers and our Shadow Demon both. Well, heck. For some reason they're enemies now. I don't know what happened there, but how long does that last, I wonder? Nenio, can you dispel? What's going on here? Let's have a
Should
look
have
and
listened
see.
to reason.
There's some strength damage, shaken. Doesn't say anything about why it's an enemy. Infectious rage, that's what it is. Okay. All right, we'll take that stuff. Get back to looting.
I'll remove this obstacle.
All right, there we go. Give it a 95%.
I finished here.
And
Is
there's
there
nothing
more?
much in there. Mirror has no magic aura, but it obviously hangs here for some reason. There's something else over here too. Mechanism for the rotating wall grinds heavily. If you press on it, it looks like it's jammed. Okay, well, we'll take all that. I mean, that's all there is these two. Nothing else to push. That's not a pressure plate. Oh, and then we have to go back. Okay. That's what the thing is. That's the reverse thing, I bet. All right, so then backwards, it was going to be summer. Oh, no, never mind. Can't do anything with those. All right, well, I feel like I'm missing something here, but looks like it's jammed and there's nothing I can do to clear it. And the mirror is there for some reason, but I don't know what that would be. And there isn't anything, like I said, there isn't anything we can click on or anything, so. All right, well, you know what? It can't be that important, probably, so. Oh, here's another mirror. You know what? Let's just get out of here. Oh, no, don't close the door. All right. Okay, here we are. We are moving forward towards the trap for the final veil. Still have to do that. But we still need pieces. Okay, we're going to invade the army. And we're going to go in here. All right, guys, here we are. Let's get buffed up. So, something that you guys should know is that I actually did this fight once already. And this fight coming up. And I beat it, but it took an hour. And because what we're about to fight is got some ridiculous abilities, and there were a few things I didn't really know. So I'm redoing it because I don't want you guys to sit through an hour's worth of me bumbling around and whatnot. So that's what
be swayed from my path.
what we're going to do here. So I'm going to get everybody buffed up, which I would have done anyway.
I welcome your company.
Let's get a protection from evil going, because that's what we're going to be up against with the other. Okay.
You called?
Get that going. She can get her aura up.
You require my unbiased opinion?
You're going to have this. Okay.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Yeah, I know. We're going to have a prayer. Oh, this is only one round per level. That's not going to last, but that's all right. Well, 19 rounds, it probably will, actually. All right, so let's go ahead and get moving. Leoder plays his role perfectly. He stands before the improvised place of execution, formidable and emotionless, like the living embodiment of the inescapable retribution. Commander, I am glad to see that you held up your end of the deal. The Mendev Inquisition thanks you. We will take custody of the criminal now. It's hard to read anything on Darren's face. My, what a curious installation. Counterende, the Mendev Inquisition finds you guilty of treason, criminal links to demonic cults, orchestrating the murders of several of this country's citizens who were killed and decapitated by you or your accomplices in Canabras and the range of other places. I, Leoder Hawkblade, Inquisitor and Exterminator of the demonic blight by the grace of the Inheritor, have been authorized to carry out the sentence, death by fire. With the permission of the Commander, we will begin. Okay, I'm going to play along here. We can make any of these rolls, I think. Plus 76 intimidation, plus 60 diplomacy, plus 60 bluff. Yeah, so we don't really have to do much here. We'll just go the intimidation route. Did you really think I would agree to tolerate you forever? Miserable excuse for a man that you are. I'll enjoy watching you roast at the stake. Don't disappoint me now. Scream as loud as you can. We're just playing for the other here. Inquisitor, who seems to be listening to something only he can sense, gives you a subtle nod. It appears everything's going as planned. The rest of your companions exchange bewildered glances, but keep watching without a word, understanding that something unusual is about to happen. Darren seems shaken by your words. He looks away for a moment, then asks with feigned glee, "Burning at the stake? A trifle old-fashioned. I thought you'd offer something a little more sophisticated for your noble clientele, but what interests me most is that what your role is in all of this, Valric. You're an arrogant, pompous brat who thinks too highly of himself. I've been watching you and dreaming of making you die a lonely, humiliating death." The owner's face expresses undisguised approval. He shifts his stance, readying himself to fight. Anger flares up in Darren's eyes, but he immediately hides it behind a mask of indifference. Such a highly, highly commendable act by such a truly, truly decent person. Wouldn't you agree, Commander? Leoder stands motionless like a statue. He stares at you expectantly, as if asking your permission to continue. You've mocked and hurt others your entire life. Now it's your turn. Take your place at the stake and endure the agonizing death you deserve. Leoder gives a barely perceptible nod. A circle of runes starts to glow faintly at his feet. I see no point in going on with this drama any longer. Darren's voice drips with venom, the most contemptuous smile imaginable flashing on his lips. I have no desire to entertain you and your friend, Commander. Feel free to do what you have planned. I hope that your attempt to rid the world of Darren Arende will not lead to any unforeseen accidents. With a blank face, the Inquisitor raises the torch. Let justice be served. There's a palpable shift in the surroundings. Everything seems to tremble, like in the moment before a thunderstorm. There are no bolts of lightning or rolls of thunder, but the sensation of some malicious presence, enraged and bewildered, rings through the air. We did it, Commander. It's coming right into our trap. A scream of a dozen voices, soundless but powerful, drills into your ears and resounds over the land. A ritual circle drawn by the Inquisitor flares to life. Okay. Have a look at this guy and you can see what I was talking about here. Level 40 undead, 740 hit points. Not too bad in and of itself. But look at the immunities. All mind affecting, fear, compulsion. All this stuff is standard for undead, right? Until you get to here. Critical hits, damage from non-magical weapons, ability score damage, drain, precision damage, spells with a target, and physical damage from a weapon. So basically he's immune to everything except excess weapon damage if you have any of that, and non-targeted spells, which makes him very difficult to hurt, because anytime you've got non-physical damage from your weapons, typically that's going to be a d6 or 2d6 or whatever, and you have to get through all those hit points. Something that I did learn after I beat it the first time was that spells like Hellfire are not targeted spells. I thought they were because you have to pick a target, but they're not, and so that's something. One thing I did forget to do, I need to get Amber delayed just a little bit after Nenio, because Nenio's got something I'm going to need. So she's got in her hot little hands the Grandmaster's Rod. Grants its will the ability to make up to 3 spells per day they cast infused with primal magic essence. Those spells are maximized and empowered as though using maximized spell and empower spell feats. They ignore spell resistance and magic immunity of the target. So I'm going to take this off of her, and I'm going to give it to Amber on her next turn. I'm also going to have her. I have a scroll of what is it? Holy Blade, I think it is. Yes, Holy Sword. And she's going to cast Holy Sword on Valric if he's not too close, if he's not too far away. So that'll give Valric's sword +2 holy plus 2d6 holy damage, which is all the damage it'll do, but it's still, with the number of attacks that he has, it adds up. So, all right, now Ember has her ability to grab that rod. We need to just search Grand Master's Rod. Let's give her that. And she's going to, since this is already boosted and everything, she's just going to use one of her basic Hellfires. Not one of her boosted ones. So let's turn that on. It's on. Yep, it's on. Okay, let's cast Hellfire at this thing. It's also pretty tough. It's got 48 AC with 33 touch AC. She can hit that, it's no problem, but it's still not great. Okay, that's a lot of damage. That's half of his. That's half right there. That's good. Okay, Ember's good there. I also happen to know this guy likes to throw out cloud kills, so I'm going to go ahead and get her Witch Wandering Hex moved over to that. And she'll do that next turn, probably. That's the Purify Hex, which gives her like a 10-foot radius bubble where cloud kill and other wet gas effects like that don't have any effect. Alright, so she's done. It can hurt you. Alright, Valric and Brutus, get in there. See, so he's only doing 5, 7, 8 damage each hit, but that's okay because it's enough to move the meter a little bit at least. She also has Holy Aura, what is it? Holy Sword. But she's got these that she can use. So I'm going to have her cast Holy Sword actually on a Ruchelet. So the Ruchelet's arrows can start doing damage too. Okay. If she can hit, that's a question. So I'm going to take that off so that she can hit as many as she can. So she's only getting the she doesn't get the extra damage from deadly aim anyway. So
I will resist.
So yeah, 3, 6, 8, 6. You know, it's not a lot, but it's something. Okay, Nenio, haste everybody up now, please. Okay, Ember. I don't think you need to use your rod this time because we're at a spot. A sudden silence falls over the battlefield. It is accompanied by the sensation of sinking into deep water. Slowly and inevitably, the surface grows further and further away. The darkness grows deeper and deeper around you, and below is nothing but bottomless black. Voices sound inside your head. No, not voices, images, ideas. Deal. The blackness seems to extend its hand, a vague extremity in an open palm. Deal. Let go. Let go of us. An agonizing yearning for freedom grows through you, piercing your entire self. It comes from without, but you feel it as your own. Reward. You get reward. Power. Away we will go. Away. The old door is closing. We will step back. A picture of Darren's severed head, dripping with blood, appears before your eyes, looking eerily real. We are not going to take the deal. feeling of sinking into the depths is replaced by a sensation of a whirlpool roiling around you. Death, freedom, freedom, death. Okay. And he's back up to full health. All right, so let's get Valric in there. We just beat her a little bit. That's not bad. Okay, Rochelet, same.
Prepare yourself.
Some decent hits there. All right, Ember, let's turn your rod back on. And let's have some health by our raise. He's still a touch 33, so that's good. Almost half of his health right there. A little over half. He's a little over halfway. It wasn't quite half of his total. Okay, Valric, hit him again.
You're irrelevant.
Oh, that's Nenio. Wow, there's some dead Inquisitors. Sela, why don't you do one of your 23 damage on the thing there. Okay. Doing a little damage to him.
Desna, guide my hand.
Okay, Ember, one more time. This should be your last use of this, I think. If that's okay, because this should do it. Assuming they hit all of them. Not one missed. That's alright. Minio, you drop back out of there. Ooh, Doc just got knocked down. Okay, Sela hit him with this again. 15 more damage.
Make your peace.
Okay, here we go. This should do it. There we go. Done and done. And that was much, much, much smoother than the first time, you guys. It was not good. I was bored with the fight. And there was just, it was one of those things, it's like, there's nothing I can do here. It's like, you know, Valric had nothing that could hurt. It took me almost to the end of the fight to find Holy Sword. Just looking through scrolls and stuff for anything that I could do. And so that was, you know, 50 minutes into the fight probably before I found that. I was thinking, well, he's immune to targeted attacks, so I wasn't trying anything like Hellfire Ray or anything like that. Yeah, it wasn't good. But anyway, I gave you guys the abridged version. The outcome is the same. This is exactly the same thing that happened in the previous. Now we're going to talk to Leoder again, or Darren, either one, it doesn't matter, I don't think. Okay, so Darren wraps his arms around himself for a moment, clutching at his shoulders. With a slightly crazed look in his eyes, he surveys the area, his gaze never resting on anything in particular. His lips move, but no sound comes out. At last, the Count says, "It's over." "I hope it is. The commander and I spared no effort to home in on this entity, and then to lure it into a trap. I assume you now understand the real reason behind everything we put you through, Count. I am especially proud of my overly ruthless Inquisitor speech." "I like you, sir, not so ruthless Inquisitor. 'Tis a real shame that I shall have to kill you." Darren, what are you talking about?" Well, Darren is speaking in a strange manner, apparently marveling at the sound of his own voice, tasting each word on his tongue. "Either that, or the Inquisition will grip me by the throat and finally execute me, unless they decide to lock me up in some closed facility for clerics and mages that would look suspiciously like a prison." Leoda remains calm, despite the heavy toll of combat and threat to his life. "Count, you are without a doubt guilty of being in contact with the vile entity from the beyond, and of concealing signs of its presence in Mendev and the Crusade. That makes you an accomplice to all the crimes committed by this other, whatever it is. Of course, Mendevian justice in all its glory. It's my duty to pass your case to the Inquisition Tribunal, but I am certain that the judges will take into consideration your youth and the extreme circumstances under which you first encountered the entity, and they will treat you with leniency. I seriously doubt that the death sentence will even be raised as a possibility, but Leona pauses. Count, can you still use your abilities as an oracle? What? What does that have to do with... You can, I'm positive of it. I know how abilities like yours work. Unlike clerics, you do not gain your power by choice. You do not choose your destiny. You are simply chosen. The other, whatever it was, chose you. You became its gateway and thus acquired your power. Now it is dead, but the power still remains with you. This means that the gateway wasn't sealed with the death of its creator. Hence, you, Count, are an open road to into the unknown, where these horrible head-collecting entities come from. You remain a threat, and this means that there's a high probability that the tribunal will decide to send you to a closed asylum, where you will remain under the church's supervision for the rest of your life. Yeah, do I get a say in this? Your achievements are great, Commander. Perhaps the Mendev's Inquisition Tribunal will listen to your arguments, but I can't promise anything. Darren, do you have anything to say about the gateway and all the other things the Leona's talking about? Darren licks his lips nervously. Of all those assembled here, I may know the least about these creatures and what they were trying to do to me. I was simply instructed to keep my mouth shut, otherwise the next severed head would be my own. So I said nothing. I have been saying nothing for 10 years, while they used me to come and go from this world as they pleased. Oh, I don't know how it works. I don't know if there's some road inside me or where it may lead. Well, there's got to be another way to resolve this. Another way? I'm afraid there's no such way, Commander. Don't ask me to sacrifice my principles. I will never do that. The only thing I can say is the tribunal's verdict, no matter what it will be, will most probably not be carried out as long as active hostilities continue in the crusade. But after they are over, we will have to step in. Actually, there is another way. You can kill me right now and right here and now. Darren chuckles, then waves his hand and rubs his eyes tiredly. I'm not joking, and I'm not being overdramatic. I'm not going to that damn tribunal, and I'm not going to any damn asylum. This life, so-called life, they have prepared for me is everything I have ever hated with extra on top. I will not be able to live like that. I never even want to try. I would much prefer to take one final breath as a free man to live decades more with a noose around my neck. All right, so we got some choices here. We can accept, we can say we don't accept what he does and attack Leoder. We can agree to hand him over, or we can kill Darren, as he asked. I've already lost a lot of party members. On the other hand, Darren is evil. I don't know if that's really going to change now that the other's not part of him. I don't think that that's probably much of a deciding factor in his disposition. But at the same time, you know, I had to get rid of Camellia, and we lost land to just stupidity, and not on our part, by the way, stupidity on his own part. And so I'm not that excited about losing Darren too. Leoder is, we could hand him to the tribunal. At least he'd get to fight the rest of the war with us. If I attack Leoder, I mean, nobody's going to know. I mean, you know, well, those that are present will know, but we're out in the middle of nowhere, and he's the only Inquisitor left standing at this point. So I don't know if that would matter. Anyway, I could agree to hand him over, and we could keep him probably for the rest of the campaign, and then he would have to face the tribunal. That's probably the best way to handle it. So I'm going to go ahead and probably do that, I guess. Fine, the tribunal it is. Huh, and you expect me to be a good little boy and come quietly, do you? Ah, Bone Shatter. That's a good spell. And it appears to work. Huh. Alright, what are you doing? Darren looks at you without a hint of regret. Well, as the saying goes, I have just taken my destiny into my own hands, and I must admit, it feels absolutely fantastic. After all those years living under the tyranny of foul creatures that used me as a door to their attic or whatever hovel they live in, I finally made an independent decision of my own. Alright. This last stunt I will tolerate. The next time it will end badly for you. Fine, but I can't promise anything. If I've ever dreamed of anything, it was being my own master. I shall keep following you for now, but I haven't the faintest intentions of seeking out a new keeper. All right, there we go. So that's that. I guess we didn't have to kill Leoder. Darren took care of it for us. Anything good come out of this? Not too much, surely. Just some armor and some light magic items. A few potions, not too much there. All right, guys, that is looking good. I think we're about 45 minutes in. So let's take a look around here, see if if there's anything else to find. Sometimes there is just little bits and bobbles here and there. There's an exit. There's a whole other way back here that we can go down into here and see what's down here, or even up here. Let's check up here first. I'm not expecting to find too much, but okay, there's a dead end there, dead end here. Oh, there's something. Usually did see something. I was wondering about that. I got 50 diamond dust. That's pretty good. A couple thousand credits. We got a dagger. Sharp claw. That's the dagger we just picked up. Date from newest. Dagger is keen dagger +1. Not really anything to write home about, to be honest. All right, let's get out of here.
It's an odd word. Freedom.
Why did you mention freedom? That's a dumb question. I have questions about the other.
Let's postpone this conversation till we are back at camp or somewhere else safe. Apologies, but I'm too exhausted now to talk about it. First, I need to convince myself that it's all over.
Okay, we gotta go.
You know, I must thank you for ridding me of those creatures. Bad enough that I had to rid myself of another, a creature of Iomedae in that case. You help me and tolerate me, and that is more care than anyone else has ever shown me. I'm not sure that you give a damn about my gratitude, but I am grateful nevertheless.
Okay. Before we go, I am going to have him
made to be broken.
cast a heal mass because we're kind of hurting. That should get everybody pretty much back up and running. In fact, I think that's everybody back up to full. And Valric's got a level, which I will take care of off screen. Alright guys, so we're going to park right here for just a minute. And I'm going to have some Crusader screen work a little bit. We can get reinforcements, so we will do that. We're at 31,000 on our... Let's grab all three of these guys. Getting to have quite a little force of them. These guys are expensive, aren't they? We definitely want all of them. And we most definitely want all of them. We're going to be able to get everything here. That's no problem. Oh, except I'm not gating any of this. Goodness gracious. Come on, Jarek. Okay, we got more. All right, let's do this. Let's get all of them into here. And then let's get all of them into here too. Okay, and then we need another. Okay, we have them actually. We can consolidate probably. Okay, that works. Let's do this. Okay, got all of them. That's fine. We've got bandits, we've got raiders, and we've got bards. 6 bards for 13,000. We don't have 13,000. I don't think I want to buy 13,000. They're decent. They have some decent auras, but and they're okay health. Good stats all around, pretty much, but there's only 6 of them. I think that's good for now. Let's get some of these guys re-sorted, though. So I know for sure we have these guys that can be moved. And these guys can go with them. And these guys can join up with one of our other armies. All right, so what I wanted to do was I wanted to take... she's up to 9. I wanted to take, not her, but him. Okay, he's almost over here. Now, the question is, how do I get to these guys? Can I go through this way? I think I can. And then does this also goes north. But I want him to fight these armies here because that's good experience for him. And these are both armies he can handle at his level. So that's kind of my thinking there. So I think, yeah, he can come here. He's got like 3 paladins with him. It's not good. Okay, he's out of movement points. All right, this other army that we just created, no. I'm gonna have to find them again. There we go. These guys can also start moving this way because I want them to meet up here. It's gonna take them a few days to get down there. That's fine. Okay, there's that. Oh, what's this? Here's that demon. Oh, that's right. I need to I forgot about that. It's only a level 5 army. What if I recruit another general and go after them? What if I recruit another general? 8,000. I have it, so that's okay. This guy's got stone throw and offensive training, +3 bonus to damage per level of this feat, and he also has hunt. That's not terrible. This guy is a sword guy, master of maneuver. He's got defensive formation and dispersal of forces. Those aren't that exciting. He's got elemental protection. Cause fear isn't bad. Defensive training's good. +2 bonus to AC per level of this feat. And he's a wizard too. Magister Pilkwell. He's got spellcraft. +4 bonus to power per level of this feat. That's actually significant when you start throwing damage spells around. Cover and dispersal of forces aren't that great though. We haven't done this. I'm wondering about this. Power times power +5d8 physical damage to the target unit. This is a siege ability. This is power times power is going to be 64 +5 is 69d8, which is okay. And it's not spectacular as far as mass combat goes. But the +1 offensive training, though, is going to be probably pretty good for the extra damage. But this guy will end up getting the fire spells and stuff like that eventually. I think the mage is probably the way to go, especially with cause fear. -20 plus power divided by 5 penalty to combat morale per unit. It's only 3 energy. So that's going to be 2 more. So -22 right now. Plus it'll get better as time goes on. Let's do him. Let's get this guy. Okay. And then he has just room for 1 more stack. Let's close this. And let's grab, not him, our new guy. He's going to be probably not that one. There he is. All right, so let's do that. Let's find him some good soldiers here. He'll take the hardened veterans. He's got room for one more stack. He's not going to have any range to speak of. Take the War Priests and the Mendevian Cavaliers. These Yamazadas are pretty good, but there are only 5 of them. Same with these elementals. They're tough. They have really good armor class. And they do okay damage. They don't do great damage. Let's get rid of them. Let's take these guys. They do decent damage. And let's take the War Priests. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them there. I'm going to put him in the front here. And then, do I want the champions? There's a lot of them, but he doesn't have much in the way of a infirmary. Cuirassiers. That is a hard word for me to say for some reason. I don't know why that is. Damage reduction 3, except for slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning. I think this is fine. Let's do this. This is a level 6 army or something like that. He should be okay. Let's send him this way. Nope. Let's send him this way. He's level 7 versus a level 5. He should be able to take these guys. Okay, he has no movement left. These guys are going to run into them before I have a chance to... Let's just move you over here for a second. Not ready for you to be all up in their business. Okay, so that's that. He's almost, they're coming this way. He's here. He'll be able to engage here next turn. This group is looking this direction. There's a lot of really nasty stuff over here that they're not ready to take on. This army they could take, though. That's a bunch of air elementals, it looks like. Yep. It's kind of backtracking a little bit, but now the question is, do I want her to take this army on? That's a lot of bugs and air elementals. I don't know if she's up for that, even at level with her level 8 army and her spells. I don't know if she could take that. They're all clustered up, but well, let's let that happen. She's gonna sit tight in the fortress for right now. Let's skip a day. Uh-oh, got somebody coming into the... Those guys just came out of nowhere. That's not good. Level 7 demon army. This guy can get there. Yeah, he's gonna have to. 52. We'll make it. All right, guys, we're going to find out if this is going to work for us or not. He has heal. Good. That's right. He just picked up heal and bless. So this is going to do some damage. Take up to 12 of them. Brimarax are immune to fire. I have Dretches back here. These are probably the biggest threat right now. Let's get rid of some of them. Okay, and then let's have these guys finish them off. Okay, and then these archers are going to shoot these guys. Should get a lot of them. Yeah. Oh, and then we're going to get to finish them. Nice. Okay, we're going to spread out because we got these Brimarax, or the Dretches. I like to throw stinking clouds around like that. This should finish him off. Okay, nice. Didn't really plan to backtrack like that, but it's okay. Some more levels. We got at least one. All right, so we can get Magic Instructor. Spellcasting units have a +2 bonus to AC and damage per level of this feat. We can get Magical Reserves, +15 energy. Protective Wards. All units in the army have +3 bonus to saving throws per level of this feat. That seems pretty good. Let's take that. He also gets Penetrating Strike. So this is target unit ignores up to 3 points of damage reduction for 3 rounds. It's an arcane spell. Yeah, let's have Protective Wards in that. That's it for that. Get him into the fort for this second. Actually, he can start heading back down. Okay, not very far, but it's fine. Okay. Let's look over here. This group. Not that group. This group here. 55 points. This is his first fight. They tried to run. All right. Let's have a stone here. Oh, this is cause fear. Who's our worst here? Probably all of them are bad, I guess, but they're probably the easiest to get rid of, I suppose. Why am I? Oh my goodness, Jarek, stop pushing buttons. Good grief. Okay. Ooh, all 5 of them. That's his whole infirmary. They're on top of that. Let's get this guy back here. Okay, let's see how good these guys are. Okay. Get up to 17 of them. Okay. They're going to do a heal. Don't really need it, actually. Yeah, we do actually. Kind of, we don't want to lose any more than we already have. All right, let's get this guy. There we go. Done and done. Okay, we lost 4 of our Azadas. That's what it is. It's fine. All right, so they helped blocked after they helped the blocked reinforcements. I didn't catch it. I'll try and catch it in editing. This guy gets levels, or at least a level. Scorching Ray is about a no-brainer, I think. And then he's got another level. Master Maneuver is good. Offensive Training is also good. Master Maneuver is probably better. Okay, that's that. These guys can come up here. And can we integrate them? Some. We have room for one more unit here. He needs some archers. Let's get him some archers. The rest of them can just walk. Well, that wasn't what I wanted. Yeah. What the heck was that? So there's Canabras. Oh, there's a whole layer here. I mean, it's not bad, but that one group didn't have a chance. All right, one more fight, guys. Let's take this on, and then we'll be done. Okay, these guys... I can't take him out. 20 Rangers isn't very many, I guess. Let's work on these rocks. You can get 9 of them. You can get 12 of them. I'm not going to get the Baylor because it's immune to fire. Let's get the Drachni. 6. Okay. No, this guy just hang back. Okay, these guys can cast heal. 3 of them, 1 of them. Hardened veterans, they're expensive. One Mendevian Cavalier back. Let's get the hardened veteran back. Finish the Brox. Be using the firebolt. Okay, there we go. Start working on him. There we go. All right. Bad losses there. But he served his purpose. All right. Heroism, cure wounds. Never mind. Not even a question. All right, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. This one went okay. I thought the fight with Darren and the other was definitely better than the first time I did it. That's for sure. So anyway, that's going to, like I said, that's going to do it. We'll pick up here next time, and we'll get this group back to Dresden, get them healed up, get it reintegrated into whatever, and we'll continue moving on the western side there, and we'll see what comes our way next time. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button too, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.